What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to our MSC cruise series. We recently just completed our first MSC cruise and our first Mediterranean sailing. Today's video is from our last port of call, Kusadasi, Turkey. Now, we booked this cruise about 4 months before the sailing at just over $2,000 for a balcony room that included a drink package and Wi-Fi. Now, since we booked it so last minute, many excursions weren't available for us to book directly with MSC Cruises. And if you saw last week's video, I booked an excursion a long time ago and, well, I forgot about it. So today we are going to take you on a tour through Ephesus, leather goods, carpet manufacturing, and do some shopping in the ports. But honestly, this excursion today is one that we were able to book through MSC, and would we do it again? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. So this morning we were escorted off the ship along the pier by an actual MSC crew member holding up a little, paddle so that we know where we're going. And we greeted our tour guide before stepping onto the bus. We were bus number 20. And it is really important to remember what your bus number is because you don't want to get on the wrong bus. It might not take you where you need to go. So be mindful of that. The ride out was probably about 45 minutes. Where we got to Ephesus, and this is really important to know that this is a one-way type of tour, which means where the bus drops you off at is not where the bus picks you up at. It has a one-way entrance, and once you go in that entrance, you cannot come back out the entrance that way. You must go the whole way through the site here to get to the exit, and it is quite a bit of walking. There is a lot of cobblestones. It's very uneven ground, so if you think that you might have some issues with that, you might want to avoid this tour altogether today. And we did have a few older people in our group who did struggle to really keep up with the rest of the tour group. Now, I think one thing that's really important to mention here is that we have a group of maybe 40 people, and our tour guide does not have any type of speaking device, no mic or anything like that, no earpieces for us. So this tour was really difficult to actually get a really good sense of the history here in Ephesus or in Ephesus.
Since we have no radios, I have to shout and scream, okay? You promise me you buy me a raw eggs afterwards if I do lose my voice? Yes. Again, this is the one-way route going down, no return. We get out from here, okay? Sorry about that, repeating and repeating, because even though so many times that I explain, some people lose their way. But if you don't want to get lost, you just take a turn to the right and you'll be by the end of the ruins.
It is one of the largest and oldest ruins here in Turkey, and I think what was even better about this is that as we were actually taking the tour, you could actually see them excavating by hand. So they've got some wheelbarrows and some shovels, and they're just digging away and clearing more of the dirt because this entire site was covered up by soil. So they're doing it all by hand to make sure that they don't destroy too much of the ruins. But again, like I said, one thing that I really want to stress here is that this is a lot of walking, and it's also going to be really, really difficult to hear your tour guide. And the whole thing with that is I think we got really spoiled from the river cruise where we got to use the earpieces and we could really hear what the guide was saying. Even if we had 20 or so people in the group, it was really easy to understand what was happening, what was going on. And this just wasn't like that at all. It was really unfortunate.
Oh wow, look how they're trying to, those have really been there for a while, trying to support that wall.
So do you think they stayed standing, or do you think they put this back together?
No, look, they put this back together, so you can see where they fill the concrete in between.
Oh yeah, you can, and you can even see like the bottom at the marble. It's like,
yeah.
Do you like think things in your head when you're getting a shot of like what you're saying while you're getting that shot?
No, not all of them.
There are thousands of people. Like
the world revolves around some people.
Yes, it does. Oh my. Shop and you can remove like one person that's next to you. It's not that hard. Like literally every other person here is trying to get photos just like you.
So we're about to conclude our tour. We got to finish here in the theater, which holds 25,000 people. They've had some pretty famous people come here and perform. I think he said maybe Bon Jovi was one of them. So it's pretty amazing just how large this structure is and how long for them it took to complete and build. But man, it truly is absolutely amazing. It's a huge space.
I want a backpack because I don't carry a purse.
You gotta look quick because we ain't got
I
that
don't
much
know.
time. There's a couple up there on the top.
I want like a Gucci or Louis Vuitton or something.
There's one. There's a Gucci.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Is it a backpack? Just want to know how much.
I'm leading right like this.
Oh, okay. So we finished our excursion. We're making our way back to the bus. We did do a little bit of shopping on the way out. I think we're gonna shop again later at the other markets back near the port, but it's time to, I don't know if we're done or if we go to one more spot after this. We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on the wrong bus.
So the next stop for us along the way here during this excursion is to go to the Fine Leather Goods. And this is basically a place where they claim to make high-end leather good products, jackets mostly, for brands like, I don't know, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, something like that. I don't know any of those brands, but Taylor knows them. And it all starts off by doing this basically kind of a fashion show, which a big thing right now apparently is reversible goods. So all of these jackets that they show are all reversible, but they give you this, they do this show for you, you get a glass of wine, and they're all numbered. So if you like something that you see, you can find that after the show's over because you actually get to go in and do the shopping. But the catch is that while they say that they are heavily discounted, they're really not. A lot of these jackets were still $600 or $700, which was just mind-blowing. But that wasn't even the worst part about it. What we found to be really kind of crazy and a little scary was that once we were taken into the back room where all of the jackets were, there was really nowhere for you to go. There was no sign that indicated an exit, and if you didn't want to shop around because you didn't want to spend money on what were probably not real jackets, nobody would tell you where the exit was. There were dozens of salesmen in there trying to get you to buy stuff and hold on to it and touch it and feel it and try it on, but nobody would tell you where the exit was at. And so we just kind of took it upon ourselves to go and find where the exit was at.
How do I get out of here? There's what?
Downstairs. Exit also there? What, do we have to walk through something else?
What?
Exit. They pointed down the stairs over there. And how do we get out? Is there another staircase over there somewhere? Is that how we get up and out, I guess?
Maybe?
Just run up those stairs and see if that's the exit. There's a doorway over here.
I was gonna say, because that just leads back up around
Oh, there's the back.
where we were just at. I don't think, I just walked upstairs and it just comes back right up to
To the shop.
yeah.
I saw somebody else. Did you walk through here already?
I don't think now. We're outside.
Now where, Josh?
That was interesting.
Yes, it was.
Did they try to trap us in there?
So, you know, it's a kind of a cool thing, I guess, if that's what you're into. I did a little Google search sitting on the bus after we had gone through this experience, and it looked like that this was probably not really legit. So be aware that for this type of excursion, I'm sure that MSC is not the only one that does this. While we were the first bus to arrive when we left, there were several other buses there that had showed up to drop people off. Be aware that these are probably not genuine, real products. I could be totally wrong, but just doing a kind of a quick Google search and, you know, some comparison analysis, you could say, with the place that we were at, it didn't seem to be legit. But it didn't end there, because next we were heading to the carpet manufacturer to see how they make genuine handmade leather carpets. Now, once we officially arrived here to the carpet manufacturing place, it's all done by hand, which is really cool. We did learn some like interesting things. You know, a lot of these handmade carpets do take a really, really long time, and as such, they should charge a premium price for them because they are handmade. And it was really cool to see. I especially think like the whole silk process here that they show is very interesting as well. And you can learn a lot about this kind of stuff, you know, but I think what really got people here was that when the presentation was done on how they make them, they tried to lure everybody, including ourselves, back into a room to show us a lot of the carpets that have already been made and to really describe what different types of carpets there are. And while that didn't seem like maybe it was really that strange, as I began to look around the room, half of our group wasn't even in there. And the reason for that was I think some people knew what was happening, which was exactly what had happened in the jacket place. After they completed the kind of speech about all of these carpets and the different types that there are, the door opens up and salesmen just flood into the room and basically harass you to try and buy these carpets by any means necessary. They ask you what you like, they ask you maybe what you didn't like, and if you don't respond, they say, you don't think any of these look nice? You know, are you like, you know, are you rude? Are you don't like this? Why don't you like this? Right? They really try to guilt you into buying a carpet. And I don't know, for us, we're going back to the States. Like, how the heck are we going to get a carpet back? I don't want to ship it back. So be aware that like this tour is a really sales heavy type of tour once you do the ruins, which is really unfortunate because I did actually like getting to see a lot of how the carpets are made. I thought that was really interesting, but it's just in really sour taste. And when we got back to the bus, there were a dozen other people who didn't go into the room with us who were really, really upset by this, that basically they're just taking us tourists around and trying to get us to buy things without any type of like real distraction. Like it's just right in your face. And a lot of people didn't like this, but thankfully this was the last part of our tour. So when we were done here at the carpets and we got back onto the bus, which nobody bought a carpet, they took us back to the port and dropped us off in town, where Taylor and I ended up doing a little bit of touring. Not really touring, we did a little bit more shopping and try to find a place to eat.
I think you want to go over there.
Oh yeah, let's go over there. Some roller luggage. Oh, I do see some fanny packs. I do see a couple fanny packs. It's two? Yeah. Okay, let me keep looking.
I don't know. Sure.
Just for me.
So we have sat down to eat here. What's called the Green Garden.
Green Garden. We like walked through the bazaar, like literally just turning right and left, looking for something unique and different. And this is finally the first place that we found that wasn't like stuff that you could get somewhere else. Yeah. We didn't want something we can buy in the US, whatever. We wanted some Turkish food, and that's definitely what we're getting right now.
So I think this is like an appetizer, and maybe like tzatziki. I'm not sure what that is over there. We've got some beans, peppers. This is, I don't know, cucumber.
We don't really know what anything is, but it comes with a lot of bread, so yeah, I hope we're hungry.
It's already like probably way too much food for the two of us to eat.
Yeah.
So, good.
Dig in. Oh, it's toasted too.
Couldn't tell by the brown toastiness. You might want to just be careful.
Should I try it?
You should try it first before you just shove it in there. For heat purposes.
It's not super spicy.
Well, we're gonna find out in a second.
There is a little bit of heat, but it's like pickles.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is, but it's pretty good.
This looks like it might be a mix of like cucumber, or not cucumber, sorry, like zucchini almost with peppers. Eggplant, actually. This definitely looks to be peppers and tomato and beans. That's I'm a little afraid to try this.
It's like zesty apple flavored yogurt.
It's probably to help balance out some of the spiciness.
I don't know, but it's good. This is, now, I may have given Taylor a little bit here on wanting to find someplace to eat because we're in a touristy part of the port. So the Great Bazaar is a tourist area. I mean, like
100%.
loaded. So there aren't really a lot of authentic places, I think, especially closer towards the port. A lot of what we were seeing was like fast food or like quick kind of style food. And it was like hamburgers, French fries, like Americanized stuff, which is still kind of surprising. I'm pretty sure there's like a McDonald's like just around the corner over here. So it's kind of nice that we were able to just kind of keep exploring and find something like this. Granted, I don't know. Is this truly authentic? It feels like it. It looks like it. I've been here for like 5 minutes, so I don't know. But the food is amazing, and I'm glad that we found this place to, like, you know, dive a little bit deeper. Exactly. And try something that is inherently, hopefully, authentic. So it's really good. So the food has now officially arrived, and it looks absolutely awesome.
It
smells great.
Really good.
Diving in.
If it's not too hot. It smells really good. So I don't know what all kinds of seasonings they put in there, but there's chicken and beef, onions, peppers, tomatoes, mushrooms, and it is really good. It's super hot. The way they served it at the table was awesome. Was not expecting that at all.
Thank you, my friend. Have a nice time.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice time, my friend.
So once we finished our meal here, we decided to start making our way back to the ship because it was kind of getting to be about that time that we needed to get back on so that the ship itself could set sail. And this is really like these little, I don't know, stalls, shops here along this walkway is really what you see. This is part of that great bazaar here in Kusadasi, Turkey. And we've got sneakers and we've got jerseys. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And is any of this at all authentic? I have no idea. You got to be the judge of that. It's kind of funny. There was one more stall that we had stopped at on the way out, and the guy said that, you know, these are all genuinely fake leather bags, and we just kind of chuckled a little bit.
Genuine fake.
But you know, there is a lot of really great shopping that you can do here. You can haggle quite a bit with these people if you want to. But all in all, you know, I think that today was a pretty decent day. We got to have some experiences that I think in the future, if we come back here, will be things that we will skip. I would love to go maybe back to Ephesus maybe sometime in the future and see if more of the site has been uncovered and renovated, but we will definitely skip the leather and the carpet making facilities because we don't need a big sales pitch. But it was still cool. I mean, it's a great place. Obviously here in a place that's very different than the States, you got to try something new, and that's what we always aim to do. So we had a great time. And, you know, we have one more day left on the ship, which is a sea day, and then we are going to be docking back in Israel and checking out Jerusalem. We do a private tour with a company where it's just Taylor and myself that takes us into Jerusalem, and then we even make our way out to the Dead Sea. So hopefully you are excited for that. We were excited for it. We had a great time, and we can't wait to share more with you. So we will see you all in the next one.